That's why I'm convinced, brothers and sisters, that if anything is going to change our lives, if anything is going to change our community, if anything is going to change our world, it must be the gospel of Jesus Christ.
God has really given me a lot of favor in this community, and I think a lot of people want to see this happen, not necessarily because I'm an African American. That's a part of it, that people know the historical nature of that, but I think people feel that here's a guy who's paid his dues. He's been in this convention for so many years. He's preached in conferences all across this country. He's grown a church in the hood. He has a passion for the lost. He has a passion for young people. He has a passion for bringing people together. Why not give this guy an opportunity?
Fred Luter Jr. made his decision to run for president in January after fasting with his wife, family, and church. But his ministry started many years before, when he became a Christian after a near-fatal motorcycle accident. As a young man in the hospital, Luter had a man from his church visit. That man put his finger in his face and said, "Obedience is better than sacrifice," challenging Luter to put his life in perspective. Shortly thereafter, Luter committed his life to Christ and immediately began a local street ministry in New Orleans. And he hasn't stopped since.
This community knows that our church's doors are open all during the week. Matter of fact, some people have nicknamed our churches, we never close Franklin Avenue Baptist Church, because we're right in the heart of the community, and we want to make an impact on the community.
Luter's son, Fred Luter III, who chooses to go by Chip, says his father's passion for evangelism has led him to coin his own term for reaching people.
The big thing he always talks about in the church is frangelism. F stands for friends. The R is for relatives. We all got some lost relatives. The A is for associates. There's somebody we may work with or may see at the gym or whatever. There's some associate that we know is lost. And then we have neighbors. There's some neighbor that we know does not have Christ. So frangelism has been a big thing always at the church. And that's all he's wanted to do, is just to, for people to know Jesus Christ and for the church to be uplift the community. This has kind of come up just through him being himself.
This outlook on sharing the gospel wasn't slowed by even the most tragic disaster in New Orleans' recent history, Hurricane Katrina. Luter's church was damaged by the storm, and the congregation was spread across the United States.
Katrina affected not only this church, but those of us who were members of this church, I think forever. I know I was affected, so I will be affected forever. To walk into this church and to see pews all over the place, to see the piano on one side of the organ on the other side, to see the pulpit, the smell, the water line, the mud, the mold, it really affected us so much so that many of us did not think we'd have a church again. We did not think we'd be back again. And now to be hosting the Southern Baptist Convention, it's just like icing on the cake for us.
Whether living in the aftermath of a storm or being elected president of the convention, Luter's heart lies with his community and congregation.
One thing that was unique about my dad loves being a pastor. He's there for his members, and he knows that taking a position like this may take him away from things like that. But so that's why I'm really proud of him, because this is something that he didn't ask for, but it's obviously some guy wanted to happen, and we're here now because of just being a great pastor and a great dad, a great father.